Hi there, and welcome to Flow and Zen Yoga. My name's Josh, and today we've got a nice 15-minute morning flow to start your day on a positive note and brings a sense of energy into your body. So, we're going to start in our child's pose. So, taking the knees wide, bringing the big toes to touch, and just walking the hands out long in front, just resting that forehead on the mat. Shh, good boy, chat. So just relaxing into the breath here. Just relaxing shoulders. And just becoming aware of any sensations, emotions, thoughts without becoming distracted by them, just letting them be. Let's take one more inhale. Then on the next exhale, we'll start by walking the hands in towards the body. So coming up onto hands and knees for tabletop position. So spreading fingers nice and wide here, gripping the mat and just checking to see that the hips are stacked above the knees. And we're going to start by drawing some circles with the body. So just going in one direction. So taking shoulders past the wrists at the top, then taking those hips back to meet the heels. So just drawing your circle, just going in one direction here. Just find a pace that just feels natural for you, not going too fast. Wonderful. Now we'll switch directions. So take your circles in the opposite direction. That might be anti-clockwise for you this time, or vice versa. Wonderful. One more circle. Nice. Then on the exhale, return back to neutral tabletop position. We're going to come into thread the needle pose now. So on the next inhale, we're going to pick up that right hand as we shoot it towards the ceiling, taking the gaze up as we rotate the chest to the side. And then on the exhale, we're going to start to thread the arm under. So just lowering that forearm and shoulder and cheek onto the mat. And with our left hand, we can take it out and extend it out long in front to the top edge of the mat, or we can take it for half bind by reaching that hand towards the opposite hip crease. Beautiful. One more inhale. Then on the exhale, bring in that left hand underneath the shoulder, pressing back up to tabletop position. Switching sides now. Inhale, reach that left hand up towards the ceiling, gazing up. Exhale, thread the arm under, lowering that arm all the way down onto the mat. And we can extend that right hand out to the top edge of the mat. Or if you had the bind last time, feel free to do the bind on the second side. Taking that hand to the left hip crease and rolling that top shoulder back. Beautiful. One more inhale. Then exhale, take that hand back, place it underneath that left right shoulder, and then press back up to tabletop position. Nice. And from here, we'll start by walking the hands towards the top edge of the mat as we gently lower the hips. And we'll start by tucking the toes of both feet lifting those knees off the mat, and then start to press the mat away as you press your hips up and back, coming into our first downward facing dog. So keeping feet roughly hip width distance, keeping fingers spread nice and wide. And we'll take a few moments just to pedal out our dog. So I'll start by bending into that right knee as we take that left heel towards the mat. Then on the exhale, switching sides, bending into the left knee as the right heel reaches for the earth. It doesn't have to touch the ground, just as close as you can get it. And we'll just take a few more rounds, just pedaling out the dog, just stretching out those calf muscles. Beautiful. One more on each side. And on the exhale, just let those heels just hover above the mat in stillness for a moment. Pause, take an inhale. And then exhale. We're going to take the gaze up in between the hands. And from here, we'll start to shift the weight forward. And as we do so, we'll gently drop the knees onto the mat. We're going to pick up that right foot, bring it to the inside of that right hand, making sure that knee is stacked above the ankle. Nice. Then on the inhale, we're going to circle sweep our arms up towards the sky, lifting that torso as you reach the fingertips nice and high, and relaxing the shoulders for crescent lunge. Wonderful. So just soft gaze forward, relaxing into the pose. Inhale here. Nice. Then on the exhale, we're going to cactus the arms open. So bringing the arms out to goalpost as we open the heart towards the ceiling and take the gaze up just for a slight back bend. Beautiful. Inhale here. Then exhale, sweep the hands forward as we frame that front foot with the hands. And then from here, we're going to tuck the back toes and lift that back knee off the mat, coming into our low lunge or runner's lunge. So keeping the chest upright, taking the gaze forward, back leg long. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, we're going to pivot that back heel down. So that back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Then on the next inhale, we're going to lift the torso as we windmill the arms open to a T, transitioning into our warrior two or Viramadrasana two. So just relaxing the shoulders here, opening the chest to the side, just making sure that front knee is in line with the toes, maybe stacking above the ankle. Beautiful. Inhale here. Then on the exhale, we're going to flip that front palm and then we're going to reach those right fingertips up and back, taking that left hand to the left shin, reaching back for peaceful warrior. Feeling that nice side body stretch. Nice. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to shift the weight forward and just take that right forearm to the right thigh as we reach those left fingertips up and over. It's coming into extended side angle. So just keep that chest facing to the side, not making sure it's not rotating towards the ground. Keep it facing to the side. Maybe biceps by the ear. Wonderful. Inhale. Then exhale. We're going to, with control, place that left hand down onto the mat. Same with the right. So framing that front foot, coming back to low lunge. Inhale. Nice. Then exhale. We're going to shoot that right foot back to meet the left as we transition straight back into downward facing dog. Wonderful. Switching sides. So on the inhale, we shift the weight forward as we gently lower the knees onto the mat. And then from here, we're going to pick up that left foot, take it inside of that left hand, setting up for crescent lunge on the second side. So inhale, then exhale, start to lift the torso as we circle sweep the arms up towards the sky, coming back to crescent, keeping shoulders relaxed here. Have a generous bend in that front knee. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Start to bend at the elbows as you cactus the arms open and open the heart to the sky, gazing up. Nice. Then on the exhale, sweeping those hands forward to frame that front foot. And then from here, we're going to tuck the back toes, lift that back knee off the mat, coming back to our low lunge. Inhale, gaze forward. Then on the exhale, we pivot that back heel down. So just take a look at that back foot, just making sure it's in line with the short edge of the mat. Then on the inhale, start to lift the torso as we windmill the arms open to a T, coming back to warrior two. Just keeping that chest open to the side. Again, relaxing the shoulders. Just taking the gaze over the front fingertips. Bending into that front knee. See if you can get that knee stacked above the ankle or close. Nice. Inhale. Then exhale. We flip that front palm and we reach those left fingertips up and back, transitioning to peaceful warrior. Nice. Inhale here, maybe gazing up to the fingertips. And then on the exhale, shifting the weight forward as we rest that left forearm on that left thigh, just below the knee, and start to reach those right fingertips up and over, coming to extended side angle. Beautiful. Inhale here. Nice. Then exhale with control. Start to place that right hand followed by the left, framing that front foot, transitioning back to low lunge. So inhale, gaze forward, back leg long. Then on the exhale, we'll start to pick up that left foot and shoot it back to meet the right with control, transitioning back to downward facing dog. Wonderful. And then from here, we'll take the gaze in between the hands at the top of the mat. Slight bend in the knees. We're going to start by tippy-toeing the feet up to meet the hands. When the feet meet the hands, we're going to slide those palms up onto the shins, coming into a halfway lift. So drawing shoulder blades together, taking the gaze forward with a flat back. Inhale. Then exhale, come into your forward fold. So just let that torso hang over the legs here. And just letting the arms hang in space, relaxing the head, the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale. Nice. Then on the exhale, we'll start by rolling the spine up, just going one vertebrae at a time. Nice. And then when the crown of the head meets the ceiling on the inhale, start to circle, sweep the arms up towards the sky, bringing the palms to meet. Then on the exhale, drawing hands to heart center. Then release down by your side. Awesome, guys. Now we're going to come to a seated position onto the mat. Awesome. So from here, we're going to come into seated butterfly. So just bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, and just gripping either the ankles or maybe grabbing the peace fingers and wrapping them around the big toes. Let's take a moment here to ground through the sitting bones, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, then exhale, hinging forward, coming into our fold. So finding some length through the spine as we carve out the belly. Feel that nice hip opener on both sides. Beautiful. One more inhale. And then on the next exhale, if we have the peace fingers around the big toes, releasing those fingers, or if the hands are on the ankles, releasing the hands as we roll the spine back up. Fantastic. And then from here, we're going to come into a cross-legged easy seat onto our mat. Wonderful. So on the next inhale, we're going to circle sweep the arms up towards the sky, bringing palms to meet. Then on the exhale, drawing hands to heart center. And then release down by your side. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out for yourself today and starting your day off the right way and bringing a sense of vitality and energy to your body to start the day fresh and grounded. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat next time. Namaste.